Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Smequle, and last time we found out which team in the NBA would win if they had 15 of their best players. In today's video, we're switching it up. We're kind of doing the same concept, but instead of their best players, we're going to actually take their best point guard. So every team in the NBA will be filled with 15 of their best point guards. And how I actually picked each point guard on every team was whoever is rated the highest on NBA 2K19. That is who I chose. So maybe you guys think that it should be another player on the team. I picked the highest overall rated player. As well, they had to be the point guard position. So people like Ben Simmons or Giannis, I know some of you guys might think they do play that point guard position, but in the game, they're actually power forward, small forward. So I actually didn't consider them as a point guard. I only chose the people that are point guard and the highest overall. So we're going to start off here, go through all the teams. Of course, first off, we do have the Golden State Warriors with Stephen Curry. Obviously, he's the best player on that team. Washington Wizards have John Wall. Philadelphia 76ers, we got Markelle Fultz. Milwaukee Bucks, we got Eric Bledsoe. Chicago Bulls, we got Chris Dunn. Cleveland Cavaliers, we got Colin Sexton. Boston Celtics, we have Kyrie Irving. Clippers, we got Patrick Beverley. Grizzlies, we got Mike Conley. Hawks, we got Jeremy Lin. Trae Young is actually a lower overall than Jeremy Lin. I think by only one overall. So Jeremy Lin ended up starting here. Miami Heat, we got Goran Dragic. Kemba Walker for the Hornets. Ricky Rubio for the Jazz. De'Aaron Fox for the Kings. Trey Burke for the Knicks. Again, Frank Ntilikina was a 74, so he was right behind Trey Burke. We got Lonzo Ball for the Lakers. DJ Augustine for the Magic. Dennis Smith Jr. for the Mavericks. D'Angelo Russell for the Nets. Jamal Murray for the Nuggets. And for this one, Isaiah Thomas is actually an 80 overall. He went down so much. He was an 89 going into 2K17. This year only an 80. But Jamal Murray for the Nuggets. Darren Collison for the Pacers. Drew Holiday for the Pelicans. Reggie Jackson for the Pistons. Kyle Lowry for the Raptors. Chris Paul for the Rockets. DeJounte Murray for the Spurs. Eli Okafor for the Phoenix Suns. Russell Westbrook for the Thunder. Jeff Teague on the Timberwolves. Damian Lillard on the Trailblazers. And then we're back at the beginning here. So leave your comment down below on which team you think is actually going to win this. I'm not sure. Stephen Curry is the highest overall, but I think all around Russell Westbrook might actually do the best in it. I'm not completely sure though. We're hopped right into the seasons though. But yeah, leave your comment down below on who you think is going to win in the NBA, who's going to get MVP and everything like that. Okay, so we made it to the end of the season with the 15 point guards on each team. Stephen Curry getting the MVP. Also, you can check out his record in the bottom right there. We are on the Warriors, 73-9, tying the NBA's record for most wins in a season. Moving over to Rookie of the Year, it's going to be Eli Okafor for the Phoenix Suns. The Suns actually don't have really any good point guards on their team. They got a rookie, but other than that, not much going for them. Chris Paul is the sixth man of the year, which could be anybody just because all the teams are filled with 15 of the same player. John Wall, defensive player of the year and most improved player of the year as well. And then coach of the year going to Nick Nurse. So the Raptors with Kyle Lowry actually got a better Raptor than the team of Stephen Curry, 76-6 for Kyle Lowry. That is, I was not expecting Kyle Lowry to be at the top there. That is crazy. Checking out these All-NBA teams, we got two Stephen Currys, Markelle Fultz, Dennis Smith Jr. So these guys, I actually had to choose a few players to be small forwards and everything, or else the season would not simulate. So that's why you see a lot of the same guys at forward and center. The only ones that actually count are the guard positions. So two Stephen Currys, a Curry and a Westbrook and Kyle Lowry on that third NBA team there. Defensive teams, we got John Wall, Patrick Beverley, two more John Walls, and then we just got some rookies here. So there's also Colin Sexton. Surprisingly, he actually did not win that Rookie of the Year over Eli. I don't even know if I'm saying his first name right. Is it Ellie or Eli? I'm not completely sure. But those are the All-NBA teams. Let's check out the records next, though. This is the most interesting part of it all. the NBA record. So the team of Currys didn't even do the best in the West. It's going to be the team of Chris Paul getting the best record, and then it's Curry, and then it's Russell Westbrook. So 3 teams tied or beating the NBA record for most wins in the West. Then it's Damian Lillard. We got DeJounte Murray on the Spurs. We got Drew Holiday on the Pelicans. Who's the point guard for the Clippers? That's going to be Patrick Beverley. The Nuggets is going to be Jamal Murray. And then Lonzo Ball, the team that did not make it. And let's see who did the worst. It's going to be De'Aaron Fox going 9-73. I thought he would have done better than that. I did not expect him to be the point guard that does the worst in the league at all. I thought he would have been a little higher up on this list. Kind of surprising there. Mike Conley also not making it. Thought he would have been up there. Dennis Smith Jr., he's pretty low overall in this 2K. But over to the East now, Kyle Lowry just doing so good. 76-6, beating out Kyrie Irving, who was in second. John Wall. We got Eric Bledsoe, Goran Dragic. We got Reggie Jackson for the Pistons. D'Angelo Russell, and then Kemba Walker, that final playoff position, the 8th seed. Jeremy Lin not making it in. Who else? Who's at the bottom right here? The Knicks with Trey Burke getting the worst record in the league, 2-80. Colin Sexton near the bottom there. Chris Dunn down there. DJ Augustine, Markelle Fultz, Darren Collison down at the bottom as well. We're going to check out the stats here next as well. Check out the season stats. Stephen Curry, the top 2 spots for points per game. Then it's Westbrook, Lillard, Westbrook, Curry. A bunch of Lowrys there, a bunch more of Westbrooks, Lillards, Lowrys, Lillard. So pretty much all the same players here. Then it's Chris Paul there. A lot of the same players up at the top here. Curry, Westbrook, Lillard, and then Lowry. Kind of all these top spots on the points per game. So we're just going to hop right into the playoffs now with a 15 versus 15. Let's check it out. First round here, we'll simulate the current round and find out who all makes it past the first round. Curry up 3-0, Lowry up 3-0 as well. And let's just find out who all makes it and then kind of take a look back at all the games. So here we go. All the games have been played. It's going to be Kyle Lowry 4-1ing Kemba Walker. Then we got Eric Bledsoe beating Reggie Jackson ends up beating John Wall 4-3. Kyrie Irving beats D'Angelo Russell. Then over in the West, we got Chris Paul beating Jamal Murray. We got Lillard beating DeJounte Murray. We got Westbrook beating Drew Holiday. And Stephen Curry beating Patrick Beverley. So let's go on another round here. Reggie Jackson, though, huge upset. Looks like he's going to lose this next round, though. Damian Lillard eliminated. We got Eric Bledsoe eliminated. Reggie Jackson eliminated as well now. And Stephen Curry has been eliminated by Russell Westbrook. At the beginning, I did say I think Westbrook will make it on pretty far here. But in the East, we got Lowry versus Kyrie Irving. In the West, we got Chris Paul versus Russell Westbrook. Let's see who is going to move on. Let's simulate the current round yet again. Lowry taking a lead, 2-0 lead, tied up in the West. And Lowry looks like he's going to move on here. And it's all tied up for both sides. It's going to be Kyrie Irving versus Chris Paul in the NBA Finals. And honestly, I think Kyle Lowry deserved to get beaten. I am a Raptors fan, but I don't think he even should have made it this far and done so good. He almost beat Kyrie Irving. Chris Paul is a good person to make it in the West. I mean, Chris Paul. So let's simulate the playoffs here. See how the finals go. Chris Paul up 1-0. Chris Paul up 2-0. Chris Paul up 3-0. Is this going to be a sweep? So game number 4 is a blowout here by Chris Paul. That's actually not too big of a lead. It's a 12-point lead at the end of the game here. Chris Paul should end up winning, though. Don't think Kyrie's coming back with 40 seconds left in the game. But Chris Paul 4-0ing Kyrie Irving. Kyrie just didn't do the best here. I mean, there's not much competition in the East. Kyle Lowry, John Wall is very good as well. I'm surprised he got first rounded, but he ends up losing to Chris Paul, he's a great point guard, one of the best point guards in NBA history. So not a bad person to lose to. Kyrie Irving trying to come back here, going to the line. He's still down by 10 points, 30 seconds. I mean, that's just not doable. Kyrie can shoot the three pretty well, which would be his only bet at winning here. Chris Paul, probably the best defending point guard, if not like top 3 defending point guards in the league. We did have him at number 2 when we did our defenders versus offensive players. So Chris Paul, it's hard to get past him in that point guard position. One of the worst guys you actually want to face off against. So that is going to end the game here. We'll check out this championship celebration in 11 seconds. 7-point game. But before we do that, I actually want to check out the box score here. So it's kind of weird having these full teams because everybody playing different positions, and there's not just one person scoring a lot of points. I mean, here you see a bunch of Kyries getting around the same amount of points. Same with Chris Paul, the top 2 Chris Pauls getting the same amount of points. But the more important stats are this team comparison. Chris Paul shooting better from the field goal. Kyrie doing better from 3. Free throw, Kyrie went to the free throw line a lot more. It's just those field goals a lot better for Chris Paul. Let's check out who did the most rebounds. Kyrie gonna pull more rebounds. More steals going to Chris Paul. 5 more steals. A few more blocks for Kyrie. And there we go, guys. So there we go. Here comes a championship celebration. And we do get to find out the MVP. And as always, when we got these teams of 15, it is very hard to actually choose who is going to be the MVP. So we really need your guys' decision. Who's it going to be? Chris Paul, 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 or Chris Paul. I didn't include Chris Paul in it because he didn't get too many playing minutes. I know a few of you guys might get a little mad at that. But anyways, pick which Chris Paul. I mean, is Chris Paul going to win the MVP here? Again, here we go. The championship celebration by Chris Paul right here, holding up that trophy. And Chris Paul, of course, or no, CP3 gets the finals MVP. I thought for sure it would have been Chris Paul, but it ends up being CP3. Wow, that is crazy. Anyways, guys, that's going to end this video. If you do enjoy these, you guys actually want me to do it with other positions, shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, centers, leave your comments. Just leave it down below. Whatever gets the most comments, point guard or shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, whatever gets the most comments, likes, whatever, we will do in the next video. There's our MVP right there. 15 points per game, 7.2 assists. But anyways, guys, this has been your boy Smequle. Smash that like button if you did enjoy the video. Go down below, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out when I upload. Anyways, I will see you next time. Peace.
Never in the same space that we started at. Throw the ball, I run the play like a quarterback. I've been up all night trying to make a stack, trying to get a plaque and flip a dream into a solid fact. Hustled hard for it. One day they will notice. Chasing in the day.